Hickok 45 here. Y'all help me. Is there a reason that I do not like this Glock? I mean, why is it that I never fire this firearm? I mean, tell me, you loyal, long-time viewers, when's the last time you saw me with the Glock 48 out shooting it? On a Sunday morning shoot around, in a regular video, in an irregular video, whatever that might be? You just don't see it. What's wrong with me? Well, let's go over here and have a self-evaluation. I don't know what the deal is. I've had this for a long time. You might have seen the first video. Maybe I'll link to that video. John actually did that one. That's been years, right after I bought this. And I just forget about it. I see it in the safe. I pull it out. I'll tell you what happens. I'll pull it out in a specific safe. I kind of have all my Glocks together now, but for a long time, there's a particular safe I'd be digging around in there for something, and this would be it, like on top or something. And it's, oh, there's that gun. What is it? Oh yeah, that's because of the distinctive slide color. That's the 48. And I pull it out, and to move it or just grip it, oh man, that thing feels good. You know, that really feels good. I need to get that out and shoot it or do some more with that. Do a chapter 2 or something. But we never have. I'll have to look at the date on that first video. I've had it a long time. I think this and the Glock 43 and 43X came out, you know, relatively the same time period there. And I've just ignored it. I have totally ignored this wonderful little Glock 48. And something that has brought to mind recently is I've just, for whatever reason, randomly have noticed online, I don't know, a couple of people who are really firearms experts, people who really know firearms, mentioning that they love the 48, or that's what they carry. And I almost had to do a double take. I was like, okay, why a Glock 48? Now, which one is that? Is that was it the 47, the 49, the 48? And I was, oh yeah, the 48, I've got one. You know, and so I've had this weird perception of the Glock 48 for some reason. And I mean, the reason I bought it was I liked it. I liked the feel of it. It's thin, same profile as the Glock 19, but I don't know, it's lighter and thinner, kind of a nifty little firearm. So, tell me, why don't I shoot it? Let's shoot it some more in a minute here. I want to thank Davidson's Gallery of Guns for their support of the channel. Guaranteed lifetime replacement on any firearm. So check them out. Silencer Central. They make the best suppressors on the planet. You see them here all the time. And the SONORAN Desert Institute. Get yourself some education on firearms, drone technology from a distance. Check them out at sdi.edu. And I don't have one specifically for the, there I go again, see, talk about neglectful. I don't think, an Alabama holster. I got a pocket holster on, I've got a belt holster on, Alabama holster with a flapjack, and we really appreciate their support, but I have never requested one, I think, for the 48. This is a Glock 19 I'm making do here, okay? Glock 19. And that's what I was going to show you. I have the Glock 19 out here. Same gun, except, you know, thinner profile. I'm getting both in the shade there so they don't get overheated, right? So you got a thicker firearm with the Glock 19, okay? But they're the same, you know, length and everything, the grip and slide, basically. So that's the difference. And this holster is for a Glock 19. Of course, it's going to clip right in. So I thought just for the video. Now I wouldn't carry, whenever you see me do that in a video, I got some holster that sort of works okay for the video, just to get me through. You know, that's not recommended, something you want to do, because obviously that's just sitting there. Basically, it's something to cover the trigger, you know, that kind of thing, trigger guard. So I don't know if I have an answer to my question. Do you have an answer? Why do I ignore this thing? Part of the reason, there's probably several reasons. I'll help you, some of y'all think a little bit. I still like Glocks a lot, but I do have gotten away and like a lot of other firearms, FN, SIG, you know, many others since the early days of my glocking around. Used to be even more of a Glock fanboy, right? The other thing is I don't carry inside the waistband as much as I used to. And I think that's where this thing really shines, because it is thinner. And if you're carrying inside the waistband, you know, it's just, I know it's not a lot of difference between the Glock 19 slide and this, but it's a little bit, makes a lot of difference, doesn't it? And in the weight as well, a little lighter. So that's one of the reasons. It really is. If I'm going to carry on my belt like this in this holster, which I like, I don't know, I might as well carry the Glock 19. It probably fits my hand. Both of them feel good, but the 19 probably fits my hand a little better. Got the 15 round. If I'm going to carry on my belt, I might as well just use this one, I guess. Which brings up another point. I do have some of the Shield Arms who makes these 15 round magazines for the Glock 48. I've had these for a good while. I was testing them a little bit in my Glock 43X. I just haven't tested them a lot. And I'm assuming they work pretty well. I haven't heard a lot of complaints about them. And so I brought some of them out here, had them loaded, been loaded for months, I guess. And I might shoot some of those and see how they work. Now you're supposed to have, I think, which I did on one of my Glock 43Xs, okay? I switched out the mag release to a metal mag release, which if you use these, you're supposed to do that. I'm just going to shoot them a couple times, so it shouldn't matter, but that's advisable, okay? But let's try it. All right. Maybe I'm going to fall in love with this gun. What do you think, Clyde? Let's pound Clyde a little bit, see if it'll hit him. Yeah, it might even hit the gong. All right. I heard a little ringing. How about you, cowboy? So that magazine seemed to work okay. I might try another one. I think I do perceive a little more recoil with this, and I remember this from the Glock 43X and firing this before. It's not as heavy in the slide, so obviously it's going to be a little snappier than the Glock 19. Now I've got some Underwood hollow points in this. What were those I was shooting? I'm not sure. Might have been Fiocchi. These are some Underwood. These will be even snappier probably. So let's take it out on the cowboy. Yeah. Let's take it out on Clyde again with a hollow point. Open a couple of them up on him. I think he was moving. That's why I missed him. He was jostling around out there. Yeah, a little more snap to those even. So those Shield Arms mags apparently work pretty well. That's an option I know a lot of people go to with this and the 43X. So yeah, anyway, I'm not sure I've come to major conclusions. I like this pistol. It feels good. And I'm not worried about a firearm being a little snappy, as long as I can shoot it well. If it's especially a defensive firearm, as long as I shoot it well, and it's not so snappy that I don't want to practice with it. Okay, a little pain won't hurt you. Quote me on that, right? It feels good. I think I like it better with a 10-round mag. You know, it's lighter and the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. But yeah, it is a nice pistol. You can tell this is an older one. That's the way it came from the factory. I didn't have the slide coated or anything, you know, like that. So I don't know if y'all have any answers for me why I'm not in love with it. I'm only in like with it. I like it. I like it enough to have bought it, and I like it enough to keep it, because who knows? I might decide it's my ultimate carry piece here one day soon. I don't know. It's a Glock. It's reliable. It works. You know, parts are interchangeable with the 43X, right? All that. So just a nice pistol. So if you have any insight other than what I talked about, please let me know. Why do I neglect this thing? Glock 48 is a pretty nice pistol. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. You know, really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com. And also, while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.